Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Curtis with Touched by Health Wellness Institute. Today, I want to talk about a profound healing method that doesn't get enough attention, and it's called fasting. I want to first define what fasting is so everybody have a clear understanding because there's different definitions of fasting, and I want to present the case, make the case for fasting, how fasting can save your life. So fasting is abstinence from all food except water for definite periods of time. So in other words, you can fast for 3 or 4 days without eating any food, but drinking pure water. Distilled water is the only water I recommend, distilled or reverse osmosis. So the reason I recommend this water, this is the water that we find in fresh plant foods like apples, oranges, celery, cucumbers, broccoli, things like that. Um, in my practice, in my business, Touched by Health Wellness Institute with Curtis Roberson LLC, I utilize fasting to help the sickest individuals that I have ever come across. And what fasting actually does nothing. It allows the body to do for itself that it could never do under the condition of eating or under some type of herbal or medicinal regimen. So fasting actually puts the power of healing on the body, and the brain is the kingpin of the show. So fasting allows the body to expediently heal itself through heavy cellular detoxification. So under the condition of fasting, number one, your heart is resting. The digestive organs speed up. Actually, the digestive organs is actually resting, and the organs of elimination, such as kidneys, your bowels, they speed up their work of clearing the body of waste products, cellular debris, uh, the byproducts of cellular metabolism from different foods. And this is just one video in a series that I'm going to do to talk about which foods are optimal, which foods are superlative, which food furnishes the body with the best opportunity to stay well throughout the length of your life. Now, fasting is something that is instinctual as well. So when we're sick, for example, if you're very sick, if you have a fever, and your temperature is the body temperature is rising, just the thought of food make you sick, or even just taking water and putting it to your lips. I've witnessed people throw up because the and so this is nature expressing to us, and a lot of us don't pay attention to what nature is telling us. Nature is telling us do not eat. So when we look at animals, for example, and they get injured, severely, you'll notice that they will not eat at all whatsoever. Um, they'll find a place somewhere and go rest and lay down until they feel better, until their energies are recouped, until the pain goes away, until their appetite comes back. Now, in medical treatment and in other forms of treatment, I'm not a doctor, nor do I believe in medications, nor do I believe in herbs or supplements. I believe in putting the impetus of healing on the body, giving the body an opportunity to heal itself. So there's this internal wisdom that none of us, even so-called practitioners, clinical practitioners or scientists, can put their finger on. So this healing is inherent in the body. So there's a quote of um, body wisdom dwarfs our conscious intellect. And so fasting is the most powerful healing modality I've ever discovered on this planet. And I'm dismayed that the medical system and herbalists are not utilizing fasting to help people. All drugs are poisonous. So are herbs and supplements. And so, under the condition of fasting, we allow for what's called physiological rest. So what does that mean? Physiological rest means that there are no food being introduced into the body that will cause the body to utilize cellular energy in the form of ATP, known as adenosine triphosphate, which is where all cellular energy comes from. So under fasting, you're allowing stored food reserves to be utilized to sustain the vital organs and other tissues. So, for example, under fasting, again, no food except pure water, only under the conditions of thirst. So, I don't recommend just drinking water. So, drinking 8 or 9 glasses or 7 glasses is very harmful advice. And I know that's the standard that people believe we got to drink all this water. But if you're drinking all this water and you go to the restroom and we don't see the yellow urochrome that typically comes out in the urine, and it's totally just water passing, that says that you're drinking too much water and your body is not using it. Your body is actually just getting rid of it, so there's no use for it. So I typically recommend drinking only under the condition of thirst. So fasting. So why can we fast for 20 days, 30 days, 40 days, or even longer? Why can we fast? How can we fast babies for 10 or 15 days? How is that possible? So under the condition of when we're in the so-called feeding stage, when we're eating every day, that's why so many people are overweight. All this stored energy is being dumped in various tissues, various body cavities in the body, and we gain this weight. When we stop eating, the body will actually utilize those stored nutrients. So one of the stored nutrients where we get plenty of energy from is fat. So fasting is the quickest and safest way on the planet to lose weight. And it's amazing, there are all these weight loss diets. And I talk to people about fasting, say, oh no, fasting is starvation. I'm not about to starve to death. Or they miss a meal, miss 2 meals, and they feel that they're starving to death. I have yet to see a person starve to death at all whatsoever. So the reason we can fast for 30 or 40 or 50 days or even longer is because of these stored food reserves. A lot of these food reserves are stored by the liver. The liver is an amazing organ, and the liver not only stores it practically stores all the what we call the macro and the macronutrients. It stores and micronutrients, vitamins, fats, carbohydrates. Now, the unique thing and the beautiful thing about fasting is that under a long fast, the brain will switch from using glucose and to use these acids called ketone bodies as an alternative fuel to to sustain its energy needs, and it'll allow other organs to utilize the glucose for its energy needs. So this is this internal wisdom of the body that none of us can seem to put our finger on, and we trust this 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 ability on the part of the body to heal itself. And when we are eating food, when we are sick, we're actually slowing down the healing process of the body. So fasting is an amazing healing modality that is the most profound method of healing that I've ever discovered. And I would encourage anyone who is interested in fasting, want to learn more about fasting, please drop me a message when this video hits. If you have any questions at all about anything I've said today, and I will continue to do videos talking about plant-based nutrition, which is that's my thing, plant-based nutrition, raw foods, raw organic foods. But my main concern now also is talking about the dangers of bioengineered foods or genetically modified organisms in foods, and how all the foods on the market is genetically modified, and how you have to take your phone and scan the packages of your food to discover where that food is coming from, whether that food is bioengineered or not. So thank you very much. Anyone interested, please leave me a message or a comment, and I will definitely get back to you. Peace.